Hello everyone, I am Sharpedo43 once again, and I'm here with another Wi-Fi battle, back to singles as you can see. And my opponent for this battle is going to be, well, as you can see, the one, the only, the man, Jodor, my hero essentially. He and I, if you guys can remember, I actually did battle him once in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Here in Sun and Moon, I actually got to know the fella a bit more and actually followed him on more regular streams, and I actually started to battle this guy a lot more, unlike in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where I only got one battle. Here I got to battle him a lot more, and this was actually one of the battles I actually found kind of interesting, not to mention one of the ones I was able to save, because remember that I have saved a lot of battles in the past and a lot of them had to be deleted because of the patches that came. And among those battles that I had to delete were some that I had with Jodor. So this is a new beginning basically. And this battle that we have here is going to be an OU battle that we had. And yeah. Look at that spiffy ass pink that he has. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to lead off with Crobat. And he's going to lead off with Manny, which is the Mamoswine. And here, I believe what he's gonna do is go for Stealth Rocks, or at least I predict him to go for Stealth Rocks, not Ice Shard. So I definitely risk the Ice Shard and go for the U-turn. I was predicting him to try to set up rocks because that's what most Mamoswines like to do anyway, and he does. In fact, after experiencing Heisenberg, I actually realized that a lot of these Mamoswines like to just straight up set up rocks if they lead with them anyway. So yeah, that's kind of why I predicted it and just went for U-turn. I go into Swampert, and now he's gonna switch out as I go for Stealth Rocks into Volcarona. And because I know damn well that these Volcaronas, the first thing they like to do when they're putting someone else in a tight situation is go for Quiver Dance, I immediately just switch back into Crobat. Yeah, he goes for Quiver Dance. Personally, I'm not really too stirred up by this, thankfully, because fortunately for me, this Crobat that I have specifically is a Choice Scarf Crobat. This is actually meant to be a fast Crobat that can just simply pressure a lot of mons and put them in tight situations where a lot of offensive mons can just simply be taken out. I can just pivot freely with Crobat every time I see a tight matchup. I can just, because Crobat does face a lot of situations like when facing Tapu Koko, you're always afraid if you're gonna lose speed tie or not, and then, you know, with Scarf I just am not really afraid of that anymore. But anyways, I do take out this Volcarona with Crobat, as you can see, and now he goes into the Garchomp, and here I guess he goes into it thinking that this Crobat maybe is not Scarf. No, not really. He just sent it in because he wanted to see if I'd switch out now, but I don't. I just go for damage, so I just go for a Brave Bird and see what he wants to lock himself into. He definitely does not lock himself into Dragon Claw nor Earthquake because this Magearna is immune to Earthquake, and if he goes, Dragon Claw, and if he goes for Earthquake, it's not gonna affect Crobat. So he definitely had to lock himself into Stone Edge, but this gave me the free switch into Magearna basically. And as a result, I for some reason do not go for the Shift Gear here. I don't know what was I thinking. I think I was afraid of the Scissor coming in, and decided to go for the Hidden Power Fire for some reason. And he goes into Zapdos instead, Zeus. And here I'm just gonna go for a Floor Cannon, and it surprisingly outspeeds the freaking Zapdos. That's actually kind of crazy. Like, this is clearly a defensive Zapdos to the max, like max defense, max HP, because this Magearna probably wouldn't have been able to outspeed it otherwise. I don't know. But now he goes back into Cuddles, which is the Garchomp. And because now I'm more than confident that this is a Scarfed Garchomp, here I'm definitely gonna switch in Swampert, because this thing can definitely take Earthquakes from Garchomp. So, because I think this Swampert is actually fully defense invested, so yeah. And what I'm going to do here is, due to the damage that Crobat left on this Garchomp, I feel that I can simply just take this thing out with a with an Earthquake of my own. Here this Garchomp is going to go for a second Earthquake, and it does enough damage for my Yappa Berry to proc, so as a result I get a lot of HP back, and now I'm able to retaliate with an Earthquake as a result. And now who's the man? because this Garchomp now goes down, thankfully. And yeah. Now here, I believe he's gonna go into Tiffany, which is the, well, Tapu Fini. And here, I was definitely confident he probably just wanted to go for the Defog to get rid of these rocks because they're all hammering him right now. So he's gonna go for Defog here, and knowing this, I definitely capitalize and just try to remain offensive and just go for more Earthquakes, basically. He does get rid of both rocks from both sides of the field, basically, and I just go for more Earthquakes here, because I knew he was gonna go for that. Now here, I just kept wanting to go for more Earthquakes, because, I don't know, I felt like Swampert was in the capacity to basically go for more. Here, I guess he misplays here because he just goes for Taunt. I'm aware that going for rocks on Tapu Fini is not usually the ideal kind of this thing you want to do, basically, because they can just simply taunt you. They outspeed Swampert naturally, so they would only get the upper hand when it comes to trying to set up rocks in front of a Tapu Fini. So I just kept going for more Earthquakes. I thought he would go for a Moonblast or a Surf, but he didn't do that. Now here, for this last turn, he just stays in and goes for Nature's Madness, basically just to cut my Swampert's HP in half. But I don't care about that, and I just keep spamming more Earthquakes, because like I said, this Tapu Fini, the best thing I can do for it is just go offensive and just take it out as much as possible. And now Tapu Fini is now gone, and now I can just, he can send out Manny. Which, I was thinking, okay, this thing is gonna finish off my Swampert, and then I can just bring in Sharpedo, right? He does not do that. He does not finish me off with Earthquake. He decides to go for Stealth Rocks instead, I guess, to weaken it or chip down whatever comes into from my side of the field, basically. Here he's gonna go for an Icicle Crash, once again not going for Earthquake to finish off my Swampert, which is pretty strange because, as you can see here, had he gone for Earthquake, it would have taken out Swampert hands down, but he didn't do that. So now I'm just here and I just get my own rocks back up, and now he's gonna finish off my Swampert with an Earthquake. Had he done that earlier, this Mamoswine wouldn't have been in the worst of conditions. But yeah, I think Sharpedo would have been able to take it out from nearly full HP as well, but I couldn't be too sure. Although I, at the same time, might have been very sure, considering that here I just go straight for the Mega Evolution, because his only two Pokemon left now is just this Mamoswine and the Mega Scizor, because that is his Mega, by the way. And I outspeed them both, so there's no need for me to try to acquire +1 speed. So yeah, here I just go for Crunch in case he tries to hard switch into Scizor. And I do take out this Mamoswine in the process. And now he's going to send out his last Pokemon, which is Iron Man, which is the Scizor. And now here I was confident it would be the Mega. What I was hoping for here was that this Scizor wouldn't be the bulky variety, because bulky Scizors, they run nasty sets, honestly. They're usually bulky invested, like they're invested in a lot of bulk, and then they carry Swords Dance so that they can be bulky and then be powerful at the same time through setup. Or they can take hits well enough so that they can set up in your face while you try to chip them down. And then here I go for, as you can see, I'm just going for Crunches, and as you can see, it's set up a plus Swords Dance already. But look at this, it also has Roost, so it's like, if this thing can take hits for days and just keep going for Swords Dances, this thing can just set up to +6 and just bullet punch you for days. This is what, in my opinion, made Scizor borderline broken at the time, is that this thing got to set up a lot and then just take hits like nothing, and then has recovery on top of that. Look at it. It has priority, it has setup, it has recovery, and it has bulk. That's a Pokemon that means serious business, I tells you. As you can see here, it two-shots my Sharpedo with a Bullet Punch thanks to the Swords Dance that it acquired. And here I just go into Magearna, just trying to finish it off, basically, because thankfully he didn't go for Roost again. I never got the defense drop, which was what I was hoping for, so that I can maybe discourage him from going for more Roosts or anything like that. But it didn't matter, and here I just go into Magearna, and now I'm just going to finish it off with a Floor Cannon, not Hidden Power Fire, because I just wanted to be real. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be the whole game. Good game to Jodor. That was a fun battle. I like battling this guy. And yeah, don't forget to check this guy out, because this guy, like I said before, he's awesome. And like I said, he's my hero. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave your thoughts below if you guys in the comments if you want. And I'll catch you guys in the next battle. But for now, take it easy.